Otro enfrentamiento más, Luminosity contra Simplicity, el top 1 DNA contra el top 3 DNA según nivel, ¿ok? Primer mapa vamos a jugar un Hardpoint en Arsenal, el segundo mapa va a ser un VID en Express, el tercer mapa va a ser un Control en Raid nuevamente donde Luminosity se le complicó contra DICE, luego jugaríamos si es que se da el caso un Hardpoint en Summit y luego terminaríamos si es que se da el caso un VID con Slums. Esos son los mapas piqueados, ¿ok? Son los mapas piqueados por Luminosity y Simplicity. Ya veremos qué tal. Ya veremos quién lo juega mejor. El pick de mapas es igual de importante. Ya se están acomodando por ahí las predicciones en el chat, chicos. 3-1 para Luminosity, dice Fabián. Ok, cerca. 3-2 para Simplicity, dice el Henry. 3-1 gana Luminosity, dice el Edwin. Ok. 3-2 dice. ¿A quién le va? Luminosity es el top 1 de DNA indiscutible. Como dijo Bake en la entrevista, pueden tener un poco de ego y por ahí que se confían mucho, pero cuando se ponen serios demuestran su verdadero nivel. Ya lo han demostrado en la final de la MMDNA contra TLE, ganando 4-0 o 4-1, y en la final de la MMLATAM también contra TLE lo demostraron cuando estaban full serios, le metieron 4-0 por primera vez. Creo que LG, si va a jugar serio, puede ser hasta un 3-0, pero si va como jugó contra DICE, yo creo que Luminosity puede perder mapitas, y eso es lo que quiero ver. Quiero que Simplicity presione, y que no gane Luminosity tan fácil, ¿no? Que no se la pongan tan fácil. Vámonos a la partida. No está Pepe, dijeron. Vámonos. Ok, Pepe el suplente, entonces Jesus iba a jugar esta vez. Recordemos que cuando se enfrentó Simplicity contra Tribe, ganó Tribe 3-0, no estaba jugando Jesus, ahora está jugando Jesus, pero contra Luminosity. La distribución de armas en Express por parte de Luminosity, 3 Fennec y 2 LK24, muy similar a cualquiera de los otros mapas por parte de Luminosity. Por parte de Simplicity tenemos a Kings con la UL como siempre, muy parecido al estilo de juego de Space. Tenemos la FFAR por parte de Blur, una P90 y 2 Fennec. Mucha distribución de armas por parte de Simplicity. Vamos a ver qué tal. Dominando bien a Hardpoint número 1 por ahora, ¿eh? Blur, que ya sabe cómo juega Tribe, cómo juega Luminosity y cómo juega Tribe, porque ha jugado con ambos. Puede aportar mucho al equipo de Simplicity en cuestión de táctico. Puede aportar muchísimo, ¿eh? No se ve el minimapa en este Arsenal, ya saben, porque está bugueado el minimapa. Por eso lo ocultan, ¿ok? Hardpoint número 2. Miren, hay un infiltrado por parte de Simplicity que ya cayó. Ahí está la FFR de Blur. Pero es un termito. Tectonic dominando a la distancia como siempre, un aim que es muy difícil de derrotar a larga distancia. Te ve y te deletea. And the first 30 seconds largely good for LG as Simplicity continue to struggle finding a way in. And now it's just so hard to get rid of tech in this particular spot, and even though the Jesus saves does have a pretty favorable spawn on his name. Uy, qué buen timing. Sigue ahí Tech. Muy buena, ya sabemos que la mejor movilidad de NA para mí es la de solo. Y la segunda mejor movilidad es la de AO Raff, ¿ok? El señor Raff tiene muy buena movilidad también. BryanT mencionado por Bake como una de las mejores subfusiles del mundo. Del mundo lo dijo, ¿eh? Primeros operadores llega el mapa. Segundo operador por parte de Luminosity. Ya lo hemos visto antes, Luminosity, siempre la mayoría de equipos T1 entran al punto, lo tienen completamente posicionado y sacan operadores para seguir aguantándolo. Han usado 2 en este hardpoint, lo más probable es que los otros 2 operadores que tienen los guarden para el siguiente punto si es que rotan primero. Para romper o para defender puede ser.
And I have to say, after talking to Vega in the interview, and he was talking about the fact that last 2 weeks, it's kind of felt like the team just says we're better, so we're just going to run at people and just ego chow everything. But they have played a lot more composed, and these first 2 hard points we've seen them play on the day, and it's paying off massively.
2 operadores ahora, un halcón y una aniquiladora por parte de Luminosity, la van a usar para romper, pero Simplicity también tiene operadores para defender ahora. Ya depende de quién lo usa mejor. Depende de quién lo usa mejor. Triple kill por parte, cuádruple kill por parte de Cartels, hermano. Y ahora Purificador de Blur se lo terminaron llevando. Mal uso ahí del Puri. Wow, igualmente entró Luminosity, increíble, ¿eh? Tienen el respawn ese que aparecen ahí mismo nada más. Muy buena defensa. Recuerden que este mapa lo piqueó Luminosity. Están jugando a... Cada hardpoint es un juego nuevo, chicos. Cada hardpoint, por ejemplo, el hardpoint número 2, tú puedes tener en la idea de que debes rotar antes que el otro equipo. Pero en el hardpoint número 3 tú puedes tener la idea de llevarte todos los scraps del hardpoint número 2 y rotar tarde el hardpoint número 3. Que tu estrategia sea romper la defensa del enemigo. ¿Ok? En este caso, ellos en el hardpoint número 2 rotaron primero, pero en el hardpoint número 3 y en este hardpoint han rotado después y han decidido romper la defensa de Simplicity y lo han sabido hacer. Lo han sabido hacer. Y una vez que rompen la defensa de Simplicity, se posicionan y ya Simplicity no tiene idea de cómo sacarlos. Tienen muy bien dominado el mapa, ¿eh? Ahí entró Simplicity. Luminosity va a seguir peleando los scraps de este hardpoint. Ok. Mira y Envy va a seguir peleando todavía. Listo, rotamos tarde al hardpoint número 1 entonces. Rotamos tarde al hardpoint número 1. Simplicity ya está posicionado. A ver qué busca hacer Luminosity. Entra con humo. Se infiltra Vake. Excelente flick. No. Ya el con del orto, ¿eh? Están que se meten a lo loco los de Luminosity. Simplemente se meten y ya. Y por temas de gunfight lograron entrar igualmente. Ahí se notó la gunfight superior que tiene Luminosity por encima de Simplicity. Más que ordenados la gunfight. Cada jugador de LG se lleva 2 antes de morir. En el ingreso de ese hardpoint. Mira, ahí se llevó uno. Le da blur.
Yeah, Cartel's had to pull out the War Machine. Tectonic, what? These shells are going like through his legs by the look of it. Simplicity still collect the kills. Good reads on the setup as far as how Luminosity are making the way.
Uy, esa War Machine no conectó con nadie, hermano.
In the corner. Oh, interesting gunfight with Blur, but ultimately LG find their way on top of the kills. Just cannot quite stay alive on the hard point. So Simplicity have clawed their way back a little bit here. Still a long way to go, but all things told,
el respawn de este mapa sí es una locura también, ¿eh? Es una locura completa. Es muy cambiante, hermano.
down to a 50-point game, now into right around 30 points, with a chance with streaks and operators to allow Simplicity to get an early break set up here at New.
That kill from Cartels, that was very
E
scrappy,
igual, dato importante, ya les dije, cuando Luminosity se enfrente contra Tribe o contra TLE, dudo mucho que elija este mapa, ¿eh? Está eligiendo este mapa porque no quieren que los analicen. Ellos deben tener un mapa favorito, que puede ser Hacienda o cualquier otro. Y cuando les toque contra equipos fuertes, ese mapa van a elegir. Así que aquí lo único que hay que analizar, si yo fuese TLE, si yo fuera Tribe, es temas de cómo tienen el tema de la distribución en cada hardpoint, en el uso de operadores, el uso de armas, a quién debo cubrir, el estilo de juego, que eso siempre se lleva a cada mapa. A cada mapa se tiene que llevar. Y esa es la esencia del equipo y eso no lo pueden cambiar.
Just making sure that nobody for Simplicity gets in for free. Blur contests for a moment, but ultimately speaking, this will dissuade Simplicity from spending more, and they will rotate over to New.
Okay. Se quedó con los scrap Tectonic y los mandó a todos a rotar.
So smart to defend it so well to get scrap points in the favor of Luminosity. Simplicity now, again, goes in there for that early rotation there in P5, but they need to get that control into F.
No hay operador por parte de Simplicity y hay, aparte del halcón de Envy, el purificador de Day, que puede darles el ingreso, ¿eh? Operador ahí, ahora sí, Carter sacó nuevamente War Machine. Mataron ahora.
Cartels will spawn right in front of him, so that's a free kill, but the Pred missile's already being called in, and that will be essentially guaranteed his own trade.
Entraron igualmente los chicos de Luminosity.
Work their way in. Chaotic spawns allow Luminosity to have numbers, and Simplicity have to go quickly. Kills all over the hill.
Mira ahí el respawn, hermano. Acá aparece a la derecha Simplicity, a la izquierda Luminosity. Luminosity ya enfocado en la rotación y Simplicity, que tiene el respawn favorable de este punto, también aparece cerca del otro. Bake tiene que usar el operador ahora. Tiene que usar ese puri ya. O les remontan, ¿eh?
Do Simplicity get a read on this? You've got one member taking a long route around the back to kind of pinch up and maybe flip these spawns around, and Simplicity are getting the reads. Tectonic is a bit stuck, finding one.
Purificador de Bay. Uy, se llevó ahí a Blur. El purificador de Simplicity también se lo llevó.
Assistance from the Purifier. LG still spawning close. Trophy system gets placed right at the front door. Simplicity finding kills from the front.
Ahí está la movilidad de Raf. La pueden ver ahí cómo lo hizo. Wash aniquiladora. Excelente.
27 seconds left on the clock and Simplicity.
Está complicado. Eso es lo que quiero, que Simplicity presione a Luminosity. Es lo que decíamos al inicio.
But still able to get those kills down. Jesus saves on the 24, still not able to get those points down, and Luminosity is doing a phenomenal job at breaking these hills.
LG cannot win here.
Ganan con ese punto, ¿eh? Ahí está, bueno, ya se metieron. Y ahora Luminosity y rota primero el hardpoint número 1. Y tiene garra, que la tiene que sacar ahora. Triple kill. Uy.
It stops at 244. Jesus and Cartels both have operators at the ready. Kings
no tiene el timing. Perdió la aniquiladora, hermano. Los...
Jesus gets two. Can anyone from Simplicity get there?
Qué hermano, qué pelea. Qué pelea, qué pelea, qué pelea, qué pelea, qué pelea. Qué pelea intensa, ¿eh? El uso de operadores, hermano. El uso de operadores. Eso es lo que quería de Simplicity. Pequeños errores nada más con el tema de de operadores, pero jugaron en su 100%. Simplicity está en su 100% y están obligando a Luminosity a jugar así también. Eso es lo que queríamos ver. La aniquiladora, si hubiese sabido, si Kings hubiese sabido dónde posicionarse, ¿no? Hubiese hecho diferencia, pero la perdió de una manera desastrosa. No sabía dónde mirar. O sea, no sabía dónde mirar. No sabía dónde mirar. Y ese es un error por... Entiendo que el mapa no lo eligieron ellos, pero ese es un error no saber, ¿no? Mapita elegido por Simplicity ahora. Mapa elegido por Simplicity. ¿Cuántos pasan para la próxima fase? Da NA a misma cantidad de que da Latam, Wallace. Tres equipos. El Express lo eligió el equipo de Simplicity, chicos. El mapa de Express lo eligió Simplicity. Por algo debe ser. Veremos si algo cambia aquí. Veremos si algo cambia. Y luego el control lo jugaríamos en Raid. Y ahora estamos 1-0 a favor del equipo de Luminosity contra Simplicity. Vámonos para el BID en Express. Mapa elegido por Simplicity. Mientras que Luminosity ya le ganó un hardpoint en Arsenal completamente peleado. El Arsenal eligió Luminosity. No porque sea su mejor mapa, no porque sí, nada más. Y vamos a ver, en este mapa que eligió Simplicity, deberían ganar.
What a hot start coming in from Simplicity. I mean, those really big kills coming in from Raph with the shoddy. You really know that you have to
acá debería aparecer Jesus,
angles just tight. And now we do get
ya que no apareció mucho en el hardpoint.
Trying to get that information down into arrivals, but he does get spotted by none other than Blur.
And Washi knows that this mid-ticket position is going to be under threat. Nade comes out.
Vamos a ver, concentrémonos. Mapa número 2, la bomba ha sido plantada por parte de Simplicity y van a jugar así, creo yo. Así como dije que se juega el Express, a plantar rápido, así es que deben jugar. No pueden fallar eso. No pueden fallar esas kills. Aparece Jesus, aparece Kings, excelente el posicionamiento de Simplicity, diferente a todo lo que habíamos visto antes. Diferente a todo lo que habíamos visto antes, chicos. Muy bien por parte de Simplicity. Excelente rondita. Pero Washi lo que hizo ahí no debió hacerlo, ¿eh? Según mi gusto, no debió pasar. No debió pasar.
LG clear everything out and still get the read on Jesus behind, but no, not to be.
Those are insane shots, man. That's gotta be scary if you're Simplicity. But hero play coming in from Jesus saves. And now let's see a different kind of, different kind of hit coming in from Simplicity, but Luminosity is going to be a little bit different for them.
Ok, ahora juega agresivo Luminosity. Uy, no. Le devolvió la agresividad a Luminosity.
But that is delicious. The same smoke gets thrown for Simplicity. It's the same idea. Get your shotgun and take it, but this time they're met by flashes. I'm having a nerdgasm on broadcast right now. That is beautiful, and LG dominate the map control.
Professor Shift, seal of approval right there for you, Luminosity. And now, it's up to you how to gain that momentum back, but with a 4v2 and knowing very well that Luminosity knows where the bomb's going to be planted, looking like a long wraparound coming in from Kings. Trying to spot off those players that are kind of astray from Luminosity, but they're going to be keeping their heads high. And they're going to be playing those angles,
uy, qué buena.
Blur gets those kills.
And this is interesting because Kings is going to
interesante este dúo de snipers por parte de Simplicity, Kings y Blur. Interesante este dúo de snipers, ¿eh?
And Blur just behind the board.
Detrás de la pared.
And concealed for that matter. Envy and Band playing kind of shoulder to shoulder.
Qué buena posición.
Envy taking down one, leaving Kings by himself. And now that his position is known, Vague will rotate over to try to assist. And there is still a lot of time here for Kings to
30 segundos para Kings.
But it would still require him to hit some impressive locust shots, and the train is on the way, so you got to start moving if you're going to get up here quickly. Band just over to his left. Will not be seen. Bomb
ya escuchó.
Here comes Band from behind. Shot
uy, falló la varita, hermano.
Kings had a chance, though.
That was so good from Band. I mean,
justo
Kings
pasaba el tren.
easily funneled through arrivals, but when he was looking at that particular
falló la
area of the
varita.
map, he was just like, you know what? Maybe he wrapped around and let me put my position in another spot and just waiting so patiently. And there you go. Luminosity finally gets that first round off, and now seems like an A hit for Simplicity.
Yeah, the first 2 rounds for LG was, all right, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. And Simplicity say, all right, fine. We won't hit you through mid this time. We are going to get a hard set up towards A.
Oh,
Kings
se regaló.
gets banned for free. That is not
Se fue regalada.
Washi responds. That's before the smoke can completely encompass this A site. Also, is there a trophy down?
No sé si hay trophy, no sé si hay trophy. No hay trophy, increíble.
No trophy. I was gonna say, I wanted to say that Jesus was the one carrying trophies
Plantando sin trophy.
rounds. And if that's the case, that is a big miscue for Raph trying to still plan in the face of all those nades that were still available.
It's just so difficult.
Errores ahí de Simplicity. Esos fueron errores de Simplicity, hermano.
Shut down. Bomb down. Luminosity. Not going to be moving at all as they're going to be stacking their team.
Mira ese minimapa de Luminosity. Posicionamiento para que se cubran la espalda y el frente. Nadie los puede espaldear. Por ende, Simplicity se ve obligado a plantar. Obligado a plantar. Bake puede sorprender. Bake escucha la bomba y va a sorprender. Carter tenía que apoyar ahí, hermano.
So Cartels, 1v4, no bomb, 32 seconds. This is the
30
definition of
segundos.
good luck, have fun, and well,
25
horas
GG's,
train was also on the way. So LG,
Simplicity tiene que hacer un full B y verse obligado. Simplicity full B y verse obligado a ganar sus gunfight ahí. Tiene que ganar su gunfight ahí.
There you go, Jesus. Already being taken out early on.
Va Simplicity.
Again coming in from Simplicity, and now for Luminosity had a really good response to that he hit a while ago.
Yeah, I don't know if we have the ability to go to Jesus' perspective.
Fueron fulla.
So I'm not sure if maybe
Fulla fueron.
the trophy just doesn't get
Nuevamente.
down or no one had one. If that was the case, that's a huge misstep. Trophy's down this time though.
Tímidos a la hora de plantar.
Its way on for an early plant. Defense not in a spot to contest this, so it's going to have to be.
Ya está plantando.
Keep your eye on number 4 in blue. Vague try to come to the back, but shut down. Kings picks up the pinch. Does get responded to in his own effort, and the bomb was never planted. So there must have been late staggered defensive nades to peel them off from the plant. And now all of a sudden the defense kind of holds the advantage, not just by numbers, but Simplicity don't have an angle to stay on A.
And now Simplicity trying to find a way back into spawn and possibly to plant for that Bravo flag, but it would be up to Washi to give that information to his team. But Blur is going to be in a really good spot to get rid of Tectonic if the timing allows him to. But he doesn't quite spot that.
Oh, el timing, hermano.
That's gotta hurt.
Washi gives him a little how do you do?
No habían plantado la bomba, en
Makes its way
serio.
over towards B. Band is the only defender nearby, but the ability to collapse on this from
La van a
Luminosity
plantar en
setup
B,
is pretty
ok.
rapid. Washi will make sure there's no post-plant exit right into the defensive staircase. Simplicity looked to play elevator side for the most part. Cartels is holding over towards monitors. Washi gets to work trying to clear out mid. Jesus is right around the corner of ticket. Train comes through. Jesus takes a little drop shot. That works out for a nice kill. 3v3 we go. Envy has a tough time trying to track down Jesus saves. And the clock is becoming a huge enemy now for LG. Not a lot of time remaining. They get one, but you still have Raph on the corner. Oh, he gets completely overwhelmed. Now
Qué
it's
buen
just down to
tradeo,
Jesus.
man.
Hold on a second. Someone's going to have to hop this. Jesus, how does he check this? He doesn't check it at all. And Tectonic just catches him with a pistol, and it feels like a missed chance there for Simplicity.
Yeah, could have just stopped the diffuser right there
No me la
for
esperaba,
Simplicity. I mean, valiant effort for
No
trying
sabía que
to
se le
be on
veía.
the defensive side by departures, knowing very well that Luminosity is going to be
No
going
sabía que
in
se le
through
veía.
that arrivals area, but Luminosity just playing numbers to their advantage and just being very patient.
Oh, here we go. A little scramble over towards B. LG sees the nades and the smokes come out. They hold back, and we get in the first blood. Jesus trying to clear out the backside. He gets one, but it's maybe a little bit too late. Band, who's worked his way over the top of the B site, has taken down two. No rotation allowed for Kings. And it all quickly comes down to Jesus saves. This offense has not done well, I'll tell you that much.
Tries to deal some damage, but does not go in for the kill. But that also gives information to Simplicity. To
no un
Luminosity,
full B,
rather, that
hermano.
where Jesus actually is, and they're going to be going
La
in from
siguiente
behind.
ronda
That's
es
play
el
number
último
4.
ataque de Simplicity.
That's Fake,
Un
trying
full
to go
B,
in there for
sin
that
miedo.
information. And now they're just gonna be holding
Promociones
their
bien
angles, and
tiradas.
their defense is so... How did Washi
Si
even
este
get that
mapa lo han
kill?
elegido
That
ustedes,
nade
qué
was
granadita.
just
Si este mapa lo han
amazing. This
elegido
guy's
ustedes,
timing in this game is so
tienen que haber
good.
practicado ese BID, ese ataque en
I'm gonna make
BID.
a bet.
Yeah.
Simplicity is
Tienen
going
que
to run
haberlo
the round 1
practicado.
and round 2 offense here through mid. Because nothing else has come close to working. Let's see. We'll have to wait.
We're gonna have to wait.
Cinematic fly through. Nope, it's all 5 towards A. Okay. Good thing I didn't put anything on the line.
I was gonna say, it's like, how much are you betting?
But the difference in this is that Raph has
Otra
got
vez
train
para-
control this time. So what was problematic for them in the past was being able to
Ok,
get the
ahora con
bomb planner
escopeta.
on because of players getting late nades through mid.
Bomb dropped.
Now they're going to try to get it early, but Vague still gets a pick. There's no trade on him. Kings does take down a long-range snipe on the Washi, but still, Vague holding this front position is not good news for Simplicity. They need to get him out of this spot on hedges.
And Luminosity is just so good at stopping the plant. Good
Qué
thing
bueno.
that Raph does have a tight corner. Vague goes
Eso
down.
estuvo bueno.
And now the bomb finally going to be planted right here as it brings it down to 44 seconds left. You have Tectonic with a sniper, and Envy when it comes to that LK is going to be good when it comes to those kills. They are in a really good spot though. But everyone else from Simplicity is just hiding in a corner. Plus that train control from Raph is going to be essential.
Yeah, if they know who's left on the other side, just don't get picked. And I'll say Vague was a bullet away from stopping that plant. And if he goes 1 for 1, this whole round looks very different. But instead, has to be something incredible here from Tech and Envy. Tech gets the opener. Raph, he's been seen on the backside of this. Tech try to clear out the trades. He's going to have to hop for the defuse. Here comes the defense for the side of Simplicity.
Qué bueno.
Post-fight defense, so to speak.
Por nada, hermano. Por nada esa ronda. Por nada, hermano.
Luminosity.
And for Simplicity, just having that
Por
adjustment of
detalle nada más.
putting Raph in a tight corner where he can go and defend, and even though that Vague was able to get that kill and stop the plan,
Hagan
was
esa
probably one of the
vez,
biggest
hermano.
differences
Por
in winning
fin.
that one. And so you do get to
Pero
see
ahora
a
ustedes
switcheroo,
defienden, ellos
Luminosity on the
atacan.
attacking side, and it's a heavy stack from Simplicity here in Bravo.
And Tech getting mid control really rapidly after the train passes by is actually going to be pretty pivotal here to how LG want to move around the map, because that's why you have a free angle through mid. Turns into an opening first blood, as it often does for Tech.
Ha hecho su tarea en este mapa también, ¿eh?
Scope threat off the table, and LG could play this pretty passive if they want to. Raph, I'll just throw a shoulder and see that, yep, we do indeed have some offensive members still playing on the overpass. Quick rotation from BryanT, tries to take down Raph quickly, but he escapes it and we stay 4v5.
Oh my gosh, I love the comms. If you could actually physically see it, it was to Tech, then it was to play number 1, that was BryanT, and now to Vague. And now player number 5 from Simplicity, that's Raph, and he's going to be stuck there. No way for him to try and go in for a flank. Great comms, great defense coming in from Luminosity, but they still need to go in there for the plant.
Yeah, if Simplicity is smart, they would just let Raph solo defend B right now with a shotgun and ticket. But they're still looking to put a little bit of pressure over towards the offensive overpass.
Dice, sí, hay problemas con el inicio de sesión de COD, chicos. No se puede entrar para algunas personas, pero algunos me comentaron que ya pudieron. Ahora, déjame preguntarle a la persona que ya entró cómo hizo.
This A defense is going to be real stretched, and here comes Raph, pistol in hand at the moment. Looking for him is Vague, finding him is Vague. Envy trying to get on towards the site. Blur still in a tight corner. Good help here from Jesus. There's going to be a chance that Blur could possibly take this player down and get out, but there's just too many to deal with. And Luminosity will finally get the kill and put them on 5.
Good effort coming in from
Yo no sé
Simplicity,
cómo
though. They were trying to
pilló
hold their corners,
Simplicity este
but
mapa.
Cartels, unfortunately, was a little bit too overwhelmed. They had no information whatsoever.
Yo
where
le di
Luminosity
entrar
was
desde
actually
Facebook y
gonna
ahí
push.
deja.
It's because mid was
Ok,
wide
ok,
open.
ok.
It was
Sí.
also A going to be open. So right now, just a little bit hard if you're going up against a team like LG.
Well, Simplicity once again predicting a lot of early aggression through B. Doesn't come, but look at the route from Raph. Look how fast he's gotten to the defensive overpass. He doesn't quite find anybody to take down, but that is a very, very aggressive position for Simplicity to hold on the defense. BryanT opposite corners with Jesus saves. Tech is there. Here comes the pop-up from BryanT. Free first blood. And now Raph has to back off as he's starting to get isolated. Yep, Vague gets him in the kill feed. And LG have dealt with
Desde hace unos 10 minutos pude entrar iniciando sesión con Facebook. Ok, poco a poco lo van a ir arreglando igual. No es la primera vez que pasa, poco a poco van a ir solucionándolo.
There you go. Bad gets another one. The second for his team right now in a 1v3 situation. Kings, though, on the other hand, still gets a pick. Bomb is going to be down, needs to be collected. But they do know where everyone else is. So King's just a little bit careful when it comes to the flashes.
Está nervioso, está nervioso.
Committed to getting the plant down. Washi is watching this cross from the opposite angle. And the post plant will now move with Washi holding in ticket. Band playing topside info.
Mándame fotos, uy.
And Kings is going to try to reaggress this through mid-train. He may get an angle, depending on how he approaches this, towards Washi if he pops, but more so onto Band if he throws a shoulder through the staircase. Train's on the way. King's a little bit pressured. Washi pops up, does find him on the rotation, and Luminosity get to map point.
Here we go. Beautiful response by Luminosity. I mean, Simplicity tried so hard in that round, but they were just so aggressive and not winning a lot of their gunfights early on. And now let's see what kind of push that Luminosity will have if we do see it. Again, an aggressive push coming in through mid and possibility of a B hit right now.
All but players actually run right by each other. Raph gets behind here through the smoke. Jesus through mid. Cross is able to take down another. So Vague's opening first blood, immediately countered back. But Vague still holding on the ticket. Does provide opportunity for Luminosity to keep this play alive towards B, especially with Tectonic down towards monitors. Problem is they've lost the bomb in this play. Vague needs to make a choice. And well, the problem is he's going to be dealing with a lot of issues towards this B site, especially losing tech. You don't have elevator control. You don't have mid-ticket control. It's going to be some special gunfights to come through, and none of them will be allowed to. Well done by Blur to find the last 2 kills.
Great response.
Lo cierra Luminosity aquí.
Using their
Lo va a cerrar aquí.
Knowing very well it'll be a fast B hit from LG. And now, slowly but surely, Simplicity making those mid-round adjustments that are actually paying off for them.
Simplicity está cometiendo muchos errores, hermano. Y Luminosity sin tanta estrategia, solamente como ya conocen el mapa, están ganando las gonfas y ya. Pero hay muchos errorcitos por parte de Simplicity. Me sorprende que hayan elegido este mapa. Me sorprende.
Jesus needs to just hold this position front side train. You've got Raph with a shotgun playing through mid. He gets over ambitious, gets picked up by Band.
Ahí perdieron a A-Ruff.
That all of a sudden puts a lot of pressure on the Jesus and Cartels, who no longer have the ability for a rotation out of a pivot from Raph. Jesus catches some good time.
No.
Washi, what did you just do to him?
Oh my God, bro.
The guy is...
What the fuck?
He has aimbot, dude. I swear, how do you get those shots from the back end?
What did you...
Sorry, tengo que volver a ver eso.
No longer have the ability for a rotation out of a pivot from Raph. Jesus catches some good timing. Oh! Washi, what did you just do to him?
Wow, bro.
Those shots from the back end. Simplicity were very much cautious
El
here
nivel
in this
de
area because they
gunfight
haven't cleared it out.
el mejor sniper de Norteamérica.
If that doesn't take an opportunity to maybe pick up one through mid, they do. They find Vague. But the problem is that is just a bait to keep Simplicity's defense planted over towards B. Envy will get the bomb planted and escape back over towards Lockers. The train will also make this rotation tough for the defense. Tough 3v3 with 2 snipers on the other side for Simplicity here.
Late nade coming in from Simplicity does not get anyone whatsoever. I mean, your bomb's going to be planted. No one's going to be right there in that spot. Probably should have saved it later on for this
fue un error de Jesus igual.
Gets the upper hand, gets rid of Tectonic, and now the push coming in. We need
Pensó
to
que lo había matado, dejó de disparar.
Simplicity as well, trying to get that information. Blur as well. And now another sign of life coming in from Simplicity. And even though Washi had an amazing shot on Jesus, it was a good response on their end.
Yeah, Blur and King say, brother, we got your back. Don't worry. Stuff happens. We get it.
Tienen que calmarse, tienen que tranquilizarse. Lo peor de todo, ¿sabes qué es? Que cuando cometes ese tipo de errores, te pones más nervioso ahora.
All right, Simplicity's still alive, but tested every step of the way. Now, as LG will come out of spawn pretty reserved. Once again, they're going to see if they can catch Simplicity getting a little bit over ambitious, but it looks like Raph.
Ahora igual, lo que pasó con Jesus es que cometió un error ahí. Pensó que lo había matado, dejó de disparar y Washi aprovechó.
And furthermore, Jesus Saves does get into that deep train position again. So this was never seen last time by LG. And it will be a big obstacle if they do eventually try to commit to A.
So far, Cartel is going to be that first line of defense as well as Raph, and that's going to be huge for them. Tectonic even things out. So Luminosity needs to find a way to cut through the defenses right now of Simplicity, but the more that they're taking some time, that actually just allows Simplicity to add more defense on B.
Now, they should be feeling pretty comfortable about this. It's Kings who's rotating between looking over towards Jesus' left at A, since Jesus will not have any idea if anyone pushes behind him through lockers. And maybe contact from Raph. He could just pop up and try to take a look through mid, but LG are really trying to test the patience of Simplicity. And they've been rewarded.
No me burlo porque claramente soy asesinadito.
Over-eagerness from Simplicity's defense. But this time, Jesus Saves will back out of train, hold top tower. This gives the ability for Kings to rotate back over towards middle. And also the defenders at B to kind of help each other out. Yeah, through mid. This is very well designed by Simplicity in the 4v4.
No, esas cosas pasan, chicos, esas cosas pasan. No tanto a este nivel, porque este nivel se supone que debes tener un entrenamiento diario, ¿no? Como Suiwa, como Lucasin, que entrenan 2 horas, 3 horas de campo de tiro al día. Y eso reduce... No, Jesus. Y eso reduce la probabilidad de que estas cosas pasen, porque estás al ritmo, estás entrenando, estás como que a tu 100%, ¿no? Pero si no entrenas, no le dedicas el tiempo necesario al juego, pues te pasan estas cositas, ¿no? Yo intentando ayudarlo y él ¡pah! Pasa el tren, hermano. Literalmente estaba aquí. Él saltó y el tren no más. Lo peor es que mientras estaba hablando, mientras yo estaba defendiéndolo, lo vi tirarse. Blooper de la noche. Y BryanT le enfoca como el sniper. Ay, Dios mío. Se lo llevaron a Newtown, weón. No mames. Baja en la siguiente parada. Oye, pero fue ronda para Simplicity, by the way. ¿No?
Tectonic gets the first kill, but the time runs out on the play.
No plantaron, casi.
Not like this. Smoke goes through. BryanT tries to play.
BryanT estaba plantando.
Can't find him. Raph can't find him.
Qué ronda random, hermano. Se mete Tectonic a matar.
Gets the first kill, but the time runs out on
Ay,
the play.
Dios mío, perdieron por no plantar. What the fuck? ¿Qué cara?
The clock becomes Simplicity's biggest allies. Now they're all of a sudden a round away from getting this to OT somehow.
What a chaotic round that was.
Los chinos deben estarse. ¿Y esto qué le pasa a estos estúpidos?
Only have to worry about that one player. That's Kings, but he's been hitting his shots here in this particular S&D. And now they're going to be a little bit careful, trying to check for that information down who's going to be into that train. But is that going to be their trophy system?
I don't know if that's an offensive trophy or a defensive trophy. It'd have to be an offensive trophy. Yep, that is an offensive trophy. Okay. Aids here, but the defense has moved to try to deal with this. Raph is just making sure no one jumps over the top of the defensive side of the trains. And Envy will be able to get across in plant. Does he get out? That's the real question. Yes, he does. And in the same process, Raph gets caught trying to cross over to assist.
BryanT is going to be in a really great spot. Getting to his name, gets spotted though, just gets tagged and finally gets dealt with. But Jesus has to worry about that one more player
¿cómo estás en YouTube?
That's going to be one player, Washi. 2v4 and now a 1v4, not going to be doable for Simplicity, and that is just amazing. Blur though gets one. 17 seconds left on the clock, not doable. Washi finishes the job. 7-5, but my goodness, did LG
times, and it looked like LG were going to get caught maybe a bit off guard by it. It just came down to the 5v5s didn't really punish them. It was the late chaos in the 3v3s, the 2v4s.
Eso va para el Twitter, sí o sí, lo vamos a subir a Twitter. 13 de BryanT, Washi con 12, Bay con 11, Tectonic con 9, Envy con 4. Peleando por los playoffs. Vámonos. Luego juega el equipo de Mago nuevamente contra Devious. Vámonos al control donde Simplicity puede sí presionar tanto como en el hardpoint. Vámonos por eso. Still lucky to be alive, well, at least for a time. Nearly didn't get punished for it, but Washi's nade does land, and
LG will have an opportunity here to get their defense swarmed past this B ring.
I'm pretty sure that at this point, Washi has X-ray vision, man. I mean, his nades have been superb. His snipes have been on point, and now allows his team to actually just have such a solid defensive setup here in B. Only a tick of progress for Simplicity. The clock's winding down. They head their efforts, though, here into Alpha, as everyone else from Luminosity trying to go in there for the flushes.
20-25.
One player banned.
Ya lo vimos en el anterior control. DICE le ganó a Luminosity el control en este mismo mapa, ¿eh? Y Luminosity dijo en la entrevista, o sea, Beck dijo en la entrevista que fue por temas de ego, ¿no?
Raph inside of money takes down one, slides to predict the second. Tech having a little bit of issue with it. Getting multiple chances at this gunfight, but this is all delaying time.
Wow.
LG from the front will have an opportunity to contest the A zone, but Raph follows up, does get his fourth straight elimination.
Es más de ego en el sentido de que iban confiados, básicamente.
Added to the clock. Wow, off the respawn, Jesus is already at B finding kills. He will eventually drop, so the defense can get into place, but a minute 45 on the clock and a huge opening from Raph has advantages already building here for Simplicity.
Mind games right now from Simplicity. The fact that it took 2 players to try to get rid of Raph, but they weren't able to do so. And now they're going to be having that information from that Hunter-Killer drone and possibly a kill as well, but no, it does not. And now we do get to see a 3 and 2 split, where they have to decide where they want to push out, but the Luminosity knows very well that the players from Simplicity, they're going to be coming from up top.
Pillar's going to be the battleground likely, as this player on the back, like you mentioned, through Laundry, is just
Y Raph sí, el segundo con mejor gunfight. Bueno, y Marita, no vimos qué Cowboy, ¿qué ha pasado? Ya remontó Simplicity.
And honestly speaking here, hold on, LG are still in a really good defensive setup around B, and this clock may be their lifeline out of what has been a very difficult first defense.
Simplicity needs to win this through gunfights, because so far they're just doing the spawn traps. They're just sending all those 3 players to try and get those kills down. 8 and 11, are you going to be able to get those 8 kills? And that just allowed Luminosity to have such a good defensive setup. And now for Simplicity, needs to find a way to catch up with just 1 tick of progress left for B. Still very doable, but Tectonic being a wall right now for them.
Raph does get over towards the side rock, but he gets shut down. 7v7, 23 seconds on the clock through the smoke. They get shut down still. Cartels pops the war machine. Could this be the difference maker? LG have operators of their own if they need to use them. Clock will stop at 15 as the contest starts to come through. Envy deep through the ring. The shots are clean, but Raph
operadores para asegurar, y Luminosity también sacó operadores, ojo, ninguno quiere perder. GG's. Sorpréndeme, Kings. Sorpréndeme, Kings.
1v2, 7 seconds on the clock, no one peeks. Here
oh my
comes
God.
the play. Oh. Lands the final shot. Got tight near the end, but LG
buen intento, no había tiempo.
Bleed out the clock to take the defense.
Simplicity tried to win it via life count, and that just gave them so little time to capture that objective. There's only so much you can do.
Ese mismo exceso de confianza tuvo Luminosity contra DICE, pero DICE sí pudo concretar la ronda a favor de ellos. Simplicity lamentablemente no pudo, cometió errorcitos ahí. Tenía que dominar Laundry nada más, y con eso lo hacían.
LG taking their time coming out of spawn, realizing that they cannot afford to make mistakes here. So it's going to be a play down over through poolside. Raph, well done. Through the pool stairs, just throws a shoulder, gets the intel, follows up, and now Blur. This feels familiar. Over towards Tiki's side with a sniper rifle on the defense. You know what he can do. Envy trying to hunt him out, but he's not going to get much of a chance from that angle, and Luminosity are essentially stuck inside of Art at the moment. And, well, Simplicity will eventually wrap through, find the kills, and clear things out.
Oh, this is such a good defense from Simplicity. They are not giving any kind of breathing room for Luminosity whatsoever. Putting Blur right there by poolside is going to be the best decision that they can do, because he can just be left alone there. All of the gunfights being won right now from Simplicity, and just like that, it's going to be 14 seconds left on.
Está pasando ahí, Simplicity presionando bastante bien. No llega Luminosity ni al punto de B, no pueden llegar.
LG's having a real tough time offensively on this
24-12.
First and foremost, but even on top of that, following through behind it has not been comfortable in any form for LG. They will keep the clock stopped.
22-11, 21-11, 20-11. Ahí, por ejemplo, muchos equipos cometen el error de, hey, vamos 29. Vamos a sacarlo de vez si tenemos mayor cantidad de ventaja, ¿no? Si la diferencia es bien grande, ahí sí puedes arriesgarte a pushear 2 veces, aunque pierdas la primera, puedes pushear una vez más. Pero hay equipos que tienen 25-20 de diferencia y le están casi capturando B y van y pushean esa B. Si tienes 5 kills de diferencias, no deberías ir a pushear B, porque lo más probable es que pierdas. Deberías vender B y enfocarte en A. Lo veo en equipos de la fase 4.
Cartels, this is his second war machine. But everyone stayed alive through this. And hold on, Vague has a free look at the pinch. Well done. Vague doesn't step too far forward, knowing Cartels was still a part of the play. But that's an opening operator that gets absolutely nothing. And Envy will make sure there's no follow-up. So the rest of the defenders can actually rotate down to A.
Dice, o Luminosity vale verga en control o se están guardando. Y yo creo que si DICE los presionó en este mapa, a Luminosity jugando así a lo loco, porque están jugando dispersos, desorganizados, yo creo que Simplicity le puede presionar mucho más todavía. Hay que ver si Luminosity igual se confía nuevamente como se confió contra DICE. Hay que ver. Tal vez salen de nuevo en la entrevista Vague y dicen, no, nos volvimos a confiar, fue tema de ego.
But off the respawn, through driveway, and on towards B comes Simplicity, and they have battled back very nicely here in the life count. Envy realizing that we could be in trouble from being spawn trapped will hold his life a little while longer, while it looks like they will have to concede the 60 seconds as the B zone will come through for Simplicity's offense.
First tick of progress down for Alpha, and now they're going to be evened out when it comes to the lives, and now it could be a possible top laundry hit as they're trying to go in for that spawn trap. That's player number 3, opening things up for them. Jesus saves, brings out the Spire. That's going to be huge for him. And able to eliminate Washi right there. And that's going to be huge for them. Not just that, Wrath with the Purifier deals a lot of damage. And this is looking very nasty for Luminosity.
Oh, it's just... As soon as you see a Purifier in your spawn, you'd be thinking, well, this was a fun time. But again, LG have dealt with this pretty darn nicely, considering the circumstances. They get out of spawn. They find a couple of trade-back kills. And it gives them a lifeline again. At the last second defensively, 10 plays 7, but the map has been re-earned by LG. You've got a quick route from Vague all the way through Garage. And as Tectonic pinches this through water, Cartels will give up his position, leading Vague to come around to get his trade eventually, but the whole hit for Simplicity has to find success through mid.
¿Cuánto vamos? Ahí arriba dice Space. ¿Cómo andas, hermanito? 2-0 ganando Luminosity. Mira, hay un operador por parte de Simplicity, 4 operadores por parte de Luminosity. Ya perdieron 2 porque están muertos, no pueden revivir.
Vague will work back over towards water stairs, so that again, that spawn trap.
Sacar la garrita.
Blur will drop. Clock is still ticking.
La idea era sacar los 4 operadores y remontar la ronda, pero se murieron 2, le quedan 2. Yo creo que Vague va a sacar el Puri ahorita,
And there is an opportunity for number 3 to do that, but he falls. That was Jesus saves. Kings now has to be the last rope. From the front, he's got the Annihilator out. 1v2 situation for Raph, nothing.
Oh,
there.
no mames.
There's 7
¡Qué remontada! What the...
You're gonna spawn trap for...
Pasó.
Simplicity of 2 members over
Tenías aniquiladora.
Annihilator gets popped for Kings, but you got a touch.
2 jugadores. Banet a 1. Aquí Vega al otro. Blur no lo vio. Banet al otro. Y Banet contra Raph. No te lo puedo creer. Qué error tan grave, hermano. Qué error por parte de Simplicity perder esa ronda. Así que desastre, la verdad.
The spawn though has gotten into basketball, and you can see it in the kill feed. Blur is popping off. Man, this guy is different.
Raph, on the other hand, though, look at him. He's getting those kills down, but he finally gets down. And so far, player number 3 coming in from Envy does get that kill down. So far, Luminosity still trying to get those kills, but with everyone else from Simplicity having those war machines.
Lo bueno es que el mental no lo pierden los chicos de Luminosity. Perdón, de Simplicity. La cagaron, la perdieron y se la remontaron, pero siguen con las ganas de que saben que pueden ganar la ronda a Luminosity. Saben que pueden ganar. Un poco de lo mismo por parte de Luminosity. Yo creo que tiene 3 operadores, pero si las cosas se le ponen complicadas, ahí es que lo van a sacar. Eso es lo que estoy viendo por parte de Luminosity. Está como que se está autopresionando. Y dicen ellos mismos, si no se nos complica, jugamos normal. Si se nos complica, bueno, sacamos operadores y terminamos la ronda. De ambas formas, esas dos opciones, ganamos. Así lo está viendo Luminosity la partida contra... Así la está viendo Luminosity la partida contra Simplicity. Mientras que Simplicity con una idea menos clara de que... cometiendo errorcitos ahí de gunfight, básicamente. De gunfight. Operadores para terminar esto ya. Predator que va a sacar ahorita, yo creo, Va a caer un pred ahí. Ahí cae el pred de BryanT. Purificador de bait. GG's.
What a turn it was, because there were some moments in there where LG were having a real tough time on the offensive side, but
mucho error por parte de Simplicity. Mucho más error por parte de Simplicity que de DICE incluso. Teniendo más nivel de gunfight, ¿cómo es que el cometer errores te hace perder un mapa contra un equipo que no jugó en serio, no jugó ordenado y no siento a Luminosity fuerte en el control en raid? Sería un mapa que yo sí le piquearía. Aunque al no conocer su 100% en este mapa, tampoco sabría qué tal lo juegan, si lo juegan ordenados, en serio. Complicado. Todos vimos que tienen el nivel para hacer más que DICE. Pero si cometen esos errores, y todo lo que hicieron el día de hoy que lo vimos, está complicado que concretes, ¿no? Es como cuando juegas un partido, juegas bien, pero pierdes como siempre, ¿me entiendes? Es como que puedes jugar bien, pero si no metes gol, si no concretas, si sigues fallando, ¿no? Si le das al palo siempre y no metes golpes, no vas a tener la victoria. En cambio, DICE no jugó tan bien, no tiene tanta gunfight como Simplicity, pero le sacó un mapa a Luminosity.